because my mind was more open. It had been a couple of years since I'd really, worked the business the way it should be worked. So my mind was more open to it, and I really think I got a lot more out of the conference. And I know, Phyllis, taking your class, I know I've heard many of the things that you said before. However, it didn't stick until this time. So I did get a lot more out of the conference. I really appreciated having the extra 2 days of classes where I was able to go to both of them, because I do both. And it's good to be able to go to the full class, both with the color class with Jill and with the bras with you. So that was a great blessing there. But the class, the whole conference was just fantastic. Did a great job putting it together, and really appreciate it.
Well, good. Well, Elaine, we enjoyed having you there, because I know you've been at other conferences before. And, the point I was bringing up a little earlier is that sometimes people think, well, gee, I've been to the conferences, and what could they teach me that's going to be any new? But, every year you go, you get to learn something new.
Well, that's exactly right. I think sometimes we kind of get into our own little world, and we think we've got it all. We know it all. We're doing everything. There's no problems with our business, and I think we get stale.
Yeah,
and coming to the conferences has always been a big boon for me, because I get ideas, like both Holly and Angeline said, you get ideas from others, and I think that's probably one of the best part about it is finding new ways of doing the same thing, only doing it better, working smarter rather than harder. And I think that's a great part of just going to the conferences.
You know what too, that a lot of people have shared with us too, is the fact is that it just reinforces, sometimes just reinforces what you know, and which really motivates you to say, yes, I know I can get out and do it. Mm-hmm. And there's always some new ideas that I think the girls share so beautifully. And, the ones that really share are the ones that are out there doing it every day.
Exactly.
That's sure. Well, we appreciate you being there, Elaine. You're a sweetie, and you're always have been a real Jeannique girl, and we're really proud of you.
Well, thank you, Phyllis. It was wonderful seeing you again.
Nice to see you.
Yes, I'm not only going to the meeting, but I will be to the conference as well. So
good girl. Well, we're going to tell you all about it in just a little bit.
I'm excited about it.
Thank you. Okay, now we're
going to. Phyllis.
Thank you, hon. Now we're going to go to a lovely lady who couldn't make it, but we called her on banquet night, and we just wanted to let her know that we missed her, but also she was still a part of us. And so even though she wasn't there physically, we knew she was there mentally. So we had to tell her we missed her. So let's let Jeannie. She's got a big group, and she in turn now can say, she didn't go, but what is she hearing from her people? So Jeanne Denton, we are.
Hi. Thanks, everybody, of course, to you, Phyllis, most of all, for calling me Saturday night. That was so thrilling, and everybody that was in the background, thank those of you that were there for saying hi to me. So you'll just never know what it meant. It's still carrying me. My family thinks you all walk on water like I do. So they just thought it was just the most awesome thing. But, well, I had calls while the conference was going on. So my gang was so excited. Some of them were just great. They knew how much I wanted to be there. And so they'd call me after different classes, after the awards, after a little wine, just to tell me what had happened and how much they were loving it, and they've just never been more excited at a conference ever.
Well, you know that you're a part of our whole business, and you were so important. So that's why I say they're kind of a what do you want to say, an example of you and your wonderful positive attitude. And you really have a lovely group of ladies, and and anybody who's in your group know that, and I don't have to tell them that. But the most important thing is that you believe in Mr. Knob's philosophy to help people help other people, and that is so crucial. And if we all have that feeling that we're here to help others to have a wonderful life, and I just think it makes us all feel like we're all together as a family. And I think possibly our whole conference really gave a wonderful family feeling. And calling you, and of course Mr. Knobs couldn't make it, so we called him also. And so you may not be there physically, but you were all there with us mentally. It was a wonderful experience. So you got some wonderful reports of us, Jeannie.
Oh, absolutely, some wonderful reports. Let's see. Oh, I could just go on and on. I mean, from the new products to the classes on, the new products took, they were going to be running late for getting dressed for the awards banquet, so we couldn't go over all day Saturday. But a lot of it, and of course the awards banquet, they came home dancing. They were just thrilled with the awards they got. Mostly they were thrilled with awards that their downline got.
Right.
So nothing's ever more exciting than
that. That's right. I agree.
Than that. And about getting other people there. My group's good at that, really good at that. But that is just what you said before, helping other people. They're not doing it for themselves.
Right.
They're trying to get new people, old people there because they know it's going to help them.
That's
if
right.
They'll open up, like Elaine said, if you'll, go in open enough, it's going to help.
That's right.
And so it's not selfish reasons that they're trying to, get their team to go. It's because they know if they want to make money, they've got to stay connected and be the first to find out what's going on.
I agree with you. I like that word connected, because that really is what it does. It keeps you connected.
Yes.
And we all learned over the years, after having so much experience, that meetings make the difference.
Oh, they really do.
Really do. You can't go too many of them. They always give you something, and you always give it something. So that's for sure. Well, Jeannie, we were so happy to have you on tonight, and so happy we know you're going to be at the next one. We're not even going to think twice about be there. And we'll plan it, and we'll get it closer so that you can make it there the next time. We'll get it in your back.
Don't have to,
Jeannie.
Don't have to fly as far. Well, hopefully the lungs will be doing
We're going to do that. That's
better.
Right.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Send our love. Thanks, Jeannie.
Okay.
And now I'd like to finish up our conference call tonight by saying you're all in qualifying for the next conference and seminar. We're going to go ahead, and we talked about it at conference, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to have 2 days prior to the conference for specialized training schools. Then we're going to have the conference for 2 days, and you can qualify for that. And then if you qualify for the cruise, we're going to take, are you ready for this? We're going to take a wonderful cruise out to Bermuda. And so you'll have your training conference first, then after that's finished, you get right on board the ship right there, and you go on out to Bermuda, and we have fun and excitement for 5 solid days going out to Bermuda, then back in again. So it's going to be a wonderful event. So turn to page 7 of your marketing plan, and in that marketing plan, it'll give you the guidelines. Then the newer guidelines to get you a little more of the conference and the seminar combination we'll be having online by the end of the week, and then in doing so, we'll be mailing it out to everybody. So you've got all year, and it's not going to be bad, and you got 7 more months left to qualifying. So we want you all to start thinking of it. Go to page 7 of your marketing plan and plan your work and work your plan. It'll start to happen for you. So we look forward to whatever, we had a great group this year, and we look to double that group next year for sure. And we want, if you didn't go, please plan to go. Don't say, well, I'll think about it, because thinking about it, you just do it. Just do it. Make up your mind, I'm going to be there. And that's how things get done. When we think about it, sometimes